Hi, it's Vicki. I'm back. It is July 30th, and today's reading is from Believing in Myself Daily Meditations. So this is July 30th. Anxiety is the space between now and then. Richard Abel. Everybody hates to be anxious. The sweating palms, the thudding heart, the nagging little headache that wakes us up in the middle of the night. But occasional anxiety is not only unavoidable, it's necessary. Without unrest, why would we ever stir ourselves to move forward? The growth of self esteem is often fertilized by several good doses of anxiety. When we're feeling really uncomfortable, we tend to seek comfort. Frequently, that comfort comes in the form of the relief we feel when we stop procrastinating. There may be anxiety in putting pen to paper, but even more anxiety in not writing that letter we need to write, and apologizing out loud once can't be more stressful than practicing that apology over and over again in our own minds. Personal growth takes risk, energy, and dissatisfaction with the status quo. If that means an occasional bout of anxiety, then so be it. When we learn to accept the message that anxiety is trying to deliver, that we need to get up and going, we'll have a lot less to be anxious about. I can channel my anxiety into creative energy. So that was, a lot of stuff stood out at me. And, the space between now and then. Anxiety, I still get anxious. Not as much as I used to, but I still get very anxious. And I see what they're saying here, right? The growth of self esteem is often fertilized by several doses of anxiety. When we're feeling really uncomfortable, we tend to seek comfort. So I think that is a gift for me, at least, that got me here to this point of changing my whole life in drastic ways that I never would have if I wasn't uncomfortable. And then even even now. I mean, I loved that reference that they said to, and apologizing out loud once can't be more stressful than practicing that apology over and over again in our own minds. And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had in my head with someone to actually get the opportunity to talk to them, and it it wasn't even an issue. Like how many times I've been up all night worrying, well, not all night, I'm exaggerating, but up worrying, thinking, oh my gosh, I said this and they're going to be mad, or oh my gosh, I did this. And in actuality, they didn't even notice, or they didn't care, they didn't think of it. It didn't affect them like it affected me. And if I would have just asked outright, then it would be better. And the other piece of this that is so cool is the part about personal growth takes risk, energy, and dissatisfaction with the status quo. And honestly, that is the like roller coaster of this whole experience. It's the okay, I'm really really uncomfortable, I'm gonna do something, or I'm cool. Eckhart Tolle. I listened to the podcast that him and Oprah did, and Eckhart Tolle was talking about people that have addiction, or a really bad experience, like have a harder life, or have more pain, harder pain, deeper pain. I mean, I don't think anyone's pain is worse than the others, but a person that has a pretty mellow life um, doesn't need to do as much work on themselves and notice these things, and it can just be more like grinding and nagging. But what he said was people that have really rough experiences, and what he calls pain bodies, um, they tend to seek the relief of that, and really can um, grow, find like self growth, find spiritual growth, find this this relenting of ego so that they can stop that pain. And I'm grateful that I went through what I went through to get here. I'm grateful that I continue to notice things, and the extremes are not as extreme as they used to be, and and things that are really, really tough that I go through in sobriety because of this work that I do and this recovery that I pay attention to every day. I can manage it so much better, and I can talk to people, and I have all these different sources of relief and action to take to help the situation or help my feelings about the situation or bring me to acceptance about where I'm at, where other people are at. And just there's so many blessings, and I'm just extremely grateful that I'm still willing, that I'm willing to do this work still. And whether you're in recovery or not, we all have anxiety, and using it as a lily pad to the next point in our life to grow is probably has been a good thing for me, and I'm going to continue to do that. So thank you for listening. Thanks for being here. I'm super grateful that I'm doing this really late tonight. I just got home and it's late, but I wanted to get it out today. And thank you. Thanks for paying attention to this, and I hope it helps you in some way, shape, or form. It really does help me a whole lot. So namaste and peace.